Why is it that the harder we chase happiness, the more elusive it becomes? And why does avoiding pain seem to amplify it? Today, we'll explore a fascinating concept called the backwards law, introduced by philosopher Alan Watts. It challenges the way we think about life's struggles and pleasures, revealing how embracing discomfort can unlock deeper meaning and fulfillment. If you've ever felt stuck in the cycle of striving but never arriving, this video is for you. Alan Watts once said, "To strive for pleasure to the exclusion of pain is to strive for the loss of consciousness." What he meant is that when we obsessively try to eliminate negativity from our lives, we only end up amplifying it. This is the backwards law, also called the law of reverse effort. The harder we push for something, be it happiness, success, or love, the more we feel its absence. Imagine trying to fall asleep. The more desperately you want to sleep, the harder it becomes. But the moment you let go and relax, it happens naturally. Life works the same way. The more we fight against pain, the more it controls us. But when we accept it, even embrace it, we take away its power. Think of life as a machine with two gears. One represents pain, the other pleasure. These gears are designed to work together, constantly turning to keep us moving forward. But when we try to block the pain gear, the whole machine jams. This doesn't mean we should seek out pain for its own sake. It means we should stop fearing it and start seeing it as a natural part of life. Take working out, for example. The discomfort of exercise isn't pleasant in the moment, but it leads to strength and growth. The pain serves a purpose. Now, let's be real. Not all pain is meaningful. Some forms of suffering, like chronic illness, severe depression, or poverty, are overwhelming and require support beyond philosophy. This is an important distinction. But for most of us, much of the pain we face is mental and emotional. The nagging self-doubt, the fear of failure, or the dissatisfaction that creeps in even during good times. These struggles are universal, and they often arise from our resistance to life's natural ups and downs. Psychologists refer to something called the hedonic treadmill. It's the idea that no matter how high or low life takes us, we always return to a baseline level of happiness. For example, imagine winning the lottery. At first, it's euphoric. You can buy whatever you want, live wherever you want. But over time, that excitement fades and you settle back into your normal emotional state. The same goes for negative experiences. Heartbreak, loss, or failure might devastate us initially, but eventually we heal and move forward. This baseline can feel discouraging. If we're destined to return to the same emotional state, what's the point of striving for anything? But here's the key. The value of life isn't in avoiding the lows or chasing the highs. It's in the experiences themselves
and how we choose to engage with them. Here's where perspective comes in. Instead of asking, "How can I avoid pain?" ask, "What can I learn from it?" Pain isn't the enemy, it's a teacher. Think about the last time you went through something tough. Maybe it was a breakup, a failure, or a period of uncertainty. At the time, it felt unbearable. But looking back, did it shape you in some way? Did it teach you something about yourself? When we shift our perspective, pain becomes an opportunity for growth. It's not about romanticizing hardship, but recognizing its role in the human experience. Without darkness, we wouldn't appreciate the light. So, how do we apply the backwards law in our daily lives? Let go of the need for control. Stop trying to micromanage every detail of your life. Accept that some things are beyond your control, and that's okay. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting the process. Practice gratitude for both highs and lows. Start a journal where you reflect on not just the good moments, but also the challenges you've faced and what they've taught you. Engage fully in the present. Alan Watts famously said, "The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance." Instead of constantly striving for a better future, focus on what's happening now. Reframe failure. Instead of seeing failure as an end, view it as a stepping stone. Every mistake is a lesson, and every setback is a setup for a comeback. David Foster Wallace once said, "If you worship money, beauty, or power, you will never feel enough." The same applies to happiness. If we worship happiness, we'll always feel its absence. But when we let go of the need to cling to happiness, it comes naturally, like the inhale and exhale of breath. Life's highs and lows are part of the same rhythm, and fighting against it only causes suffering. Life isn't about erasing pain or chasing endless pleasure. It's about learning to dance with both, to appreciate the contrast that gives life meaning. Every struggle, every joy, every quiet moment in between, they're all part of the story we're writing. And when we learn to embrace it all, we discover the profound beauty of simply being alive. If this resonated with you, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect, let go of the need to escape, and instead embrace this moment fully. Thanks for watching.